Donald Trump says Senate vote not looking good as MPs try to avoid government shutdown. U.S. politicians are racing against the clock to avert a government shutdown, but President Donald Trump says the results from their efforts are not looking good. U.S. politicians are racing against the clock to avert a government shutdown, but President Donald Trump says the results from their efforts are not looking good. Republicans and Democrats are trying to hash out a deal to keep the government open, but without a deal, a partial shutdown will begin at midnight local time, 4 p.m. A stopgap measure to fund the government through February 16 and avoid a shutdown was approved by the Republican House of Representatives. But it needed the support of at least 10 Democrats to pass the Senate, and was blocked. The Senate has less than 2 hours to find a path forward before the shutdown, which would take effect on the first anniversary of Mr. Trump's inauguration. The vast majority of Democratic senators have said they would not support the funding bill unless it included protections for some 700,000 young people who came to the U.S. illegally as children. Known as Dreamers, their right to remain in the U.S. is due to be revoked in early March. Republicans have so far refused, and before the Senate vote Mr. Trump said the outcome was not looking good. He is blaming Democrats, saying they want a shutdown in order to help diminish the great success of the tax cuts and what they are doing for our booming economy. If the government shuts down, which has only happened 3 times in a meaningful way since 1995, hundreds of thousands of non-essential federal workers may be told to stay home. Essential employees, dealing with public safety and national security, would keep working. It would be the first time a shutdown has occurred whilst one party, in this case the Republicans, control both Congress and the White House. Congress has been struggling for months to agree on long-term government funding levels, but has been sidetracked by the dispute on immigration. The government has been operating on a third temporary funding measure since the new fiscal year began in October. Mr. Trump met with Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer at the White House earlier today in search of a breakthrough. Making progress for a week extension would be best, Mr. Trump said in a tweet. Mr. Schumer agreed that some progress had